Wow. So how do you think, have you been, I mean, did you have to change a lot to accustom it to, or to tailor make it to Taiwanese people with this program? Because after all, there's such a culture difference, but not just culture difference. It's just in the habit of the Chinese people and Western people. I mean, John, you probably feel this the most when you brought this program into Taiwan.
Yeah, I was even worried a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. A lot of sleepless nights.
It's an American training program, and what a difference. They said, what, east is east, west is west.
East is east, west is west.
Yeah, but after the first year, I was so relaxed because people are different. However, there are a lot of common ground, a lot of commonalities between people, either Asian, Americans, European. Just like Gerard said, what are the, for example, people all love and anticipate recognition, compliment, thanks, or appreciation. No matter whether you are Americans, Japanese, or British, we are all the same. But however, people all hate and dislike, criticism, condemn, complain. So the Carnegie training is based on this common ground, and that's why it lasts so long. It developed to so many areas. But we did some changes, and in some area the changes are very
minimal,
very well, how to say, rooted, because Chinese people, the big breakthrough is to be more confident in front of people.
Right.
So some Americans, they had the experience in the primary school, in the high school or college to give presentation, but not many in Chinese educational system. Therefore, we kind of like emphasize on that to have the breakthrough. To also, I think we started, and then this is #1 in the whole world in the Carnegie system. That is to teach the youth class for high school students, for college students, because this is one of our uniqueness. Chinese family, they want to do everything to help their children.
That is so true.
But if it's in U.S., if the kids have the needs to do something in their communication, in human relation, the parents, some, not all, would say, okay, you wait till you work hard on McDonald's, and you earn enough tuition, you go ahead to take their Carnegie training. But the Chinese parents would, they would pay for it.
Yeah, that is true. I see that, public speaking really is the thing to break through in terms of, someone's intimidation about speaking in front of a group of people. So Gerard, you would have to set an example first, right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Before you became the president of, can I say DCT? You don't call it that. Well,
yeah.
Okay, DCT.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's okay.
So you would have to set an example. So in order to be convincing about this program.
Yeah.
What was your first time like speaking in public to a huge group of people? What was the experience like, and how many people were there?
Yeah, I took Dale Carnegie when I was attending college, in the U.S., and that was when my father was getting ready to set up and learning about Dale Carnegie in the States. And I remember it was quite intimidating because all the people are working, they're managers or professionals, and I was the only college student in class. So, but in Carnegie, I think there are two things that really help us, to conquer this challenge. Is number one, the trainer is very good at interacting with you, so that for example, you ran out of things to say. The trainer will ask you a question and then help you continue. And also, the trainer played the role of always encouraging you to give you a comment to build your confidence after your speech. They always find something good about what you did, and then
so in other words,
build up your confidence.
Encouraging, always like positive thinking,
That's right.
encouraging, more and more encouragement. I mean, that's the whole idea.
That's the whole idea, and
Right.
I think this really helped me because, as an Asian student in the U.S., we're really good at taking tests. But one time I attended a class in my graduate school, and the professor said that half of your grade will be final exam, the half of your grade is the number of times you speak in class. And that was a big class. It's like 250 people. So I found that a lot of my fellow students from Far East, they had to struggle with that class because we were not so used to always
raising your hand,
and speaking out,
making
and
comments.
be proactive about making comments.
Right.
And
what about you though? How was your performance?
yeah, it was take some used to, but I think since I already had the training, so it helped me somewhat to.
Thanks to Dad.
Yeah, to have
That's
this.
in Yale, right?
Yeah, that was in Yale.
Okay.
Yeah, so that helped me go through with the challenge.
Yeah, I know. Really, Chinese parents, they just, it's just something about the culture and just parents being very conservative that they don't give as much praise to their children as they should. But a program like this is really great. I'm thinking about my kids. My daughters are not hand raisers in class. They're afraid to ask questions. When the teacher asks them, so do you understand? They always go, nod the head. But my son is totally opposite. But I don't know what to do with that. It's just so ingrained in the culture and personality.
Well, send your daughter to Dale Carnegie.
Yeah, there's a popular book published recently about the tiger mom.
Yes.
The tiger mom. That's a typical Eastern way to raise children.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm surprised because even though they're Asian families who actually grew and were brought up in the States, but there's still that Chinese ingrained in them.
Yeah, they do the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh.
it's very interesting.
So and now this program, you're saying, well, from the very beginning, it's been 100 years next year. But I think you're going into 25 years now since you brought it, John, you brought it, Dale Carnegie, into this program into Taiwan. It was back in 1987.
Yes.
How has it been, and what changes has there been, and how has it progressed? How has it improved? How has it made its mark in Taiwan or on the map?
Yeah.